Hello, everybody. Welcome in. This is the final episode of Broken Sword 1 Director's Cut. Can't believe we're here already. Been nearly 10 hours, I think. So much happened in it. Chess puzzle that we found, the clue we found, the chalice along with the countess. Led us to the church in Montfaucon again after talking to Lobino. We found all those tombs. We found the tomb of Don Falcon. There was an amazing puzzle with the statue and the lens in there, like a kaleidoscope. Number of Bible verses we uncovered, clues after clues after clues. The statue of Baphomet in Paris, which led us to the church in we don't know yet, but it's definitely an ultimate goal of ours. So, without further ado, I think we're about to start divining for a well in the grounds of the estate. So let's get on with Lopez and see if we can crack that. All right, here we go. You know what? I think we might be pretty close to finishing this game today. We can't get a stick from there.
There wasn't a single usable Y-shaped branch on the whole damn thing.
What about other trees? Oh. What's this? A window.
The main part of the house was old, but nowhere near as old as the gatehouse section.
Which is super old, which is Templar old. Around here, oh, this is where we put the cuff on the hose. Where did he put the cuff? This. Is that... I wasn't here last time.
So that was what a hazel tree looks like.
No.
I went over to find a suitable stick. Aha!
It's in plain sight the whole time, these things. So we got one?
It was a thin, supple twig of hazel.
Oh, we can find some serious water with that. What's up with his hose?
I wasn't going to screw around with Lopez's hose, now that we were getting on so well.
Good with the blood pressure cuff, that's right. Okay, Lopez, let's go find this well. We can do this today. I feel like the well's like almost it. Lopez.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Stick.
Well, I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrists so that the slightest movement of the wand tip is clear and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough. We'll find this well in no time.
I feel like the volume in this game goes in and out. Up and down. Oh, is cutscening it? Okay, George. A little stick. Oh, we are walking. Okay, oh. Only 10 minutes of walking. Yep. Send yourself there, Lopez.
Senor Stobart, you've found something.
This is it. This is where we find the secret of the Templars. Hidden here for hundreds of years. Lost from the sight of man until now. The mystery is revealed.
What do you reckon?
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up and down with a twig in my hands, looking for a tin can.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
I'd have to check with an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars
Hey, it
left
worked,
that.
George.
In truth, Senor Stobart, the loan was laid many, many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
Get rid of it and I'll try it again. Lopez threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way. The splash at the end confirmed what we both suspected. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Found it by accident?
It has been here all the time. All those years and nobody found it.
stood in awe for a moment,
You're a gardener?
marveling at the secrets all around us.
Didn't go there.
I could have fallen down that.
What we got? Cheesy cutscene. Whoa.
The
What?
well had been lost for decades at least.
Decades.
The air was cool after the noon sun, but that's not what gave me goosebumps. I have a really, really bad feeling about this.
Yeah, how far down it goes.
It was a long way down. The brilliant midday sun shone almost directly down the shaft, and I still couldn't see the water.
What else we got in here? Can you move this way? This thing.
From a distance, the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece.
Get it.
I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger.
Good. You alright, George? Did you get the fang?
Oh, very funny, you psychos!
Signor Stobar! Signor Stobar! Are you all right?
It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine!
Que susto me has dado! You gave me a scare!
Nice try, Templars.
That's the most. Did we get it? Didn't get it. No tooth.
I wished that I had Leary's flashlight now. It was too dark to see, and I had to rely on touch. It just felt like a pitted stone wall. I'd almost been killed for the sake of a red herring.
Torch. We have a mirror. We use it on the to catch the light. What else would we have a mirror for?
I realized I could use the mirror to reflect the light from above.
Whoa. How cool is that?
There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket. It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it had seemed.
We got that tool, right? That little thing we found in the candle. I thought it was a chess piece at first.
I slid the stone key into the lock. There were buttons that turned the dials.
Whoa. Roman numerals. How are we supposed to...
I must have made a mistake. The lock spun back to neutral and nearly took my fingers off. I was going to have to start from scratch again.
Where have we seen the Roman numerals? Where have we Roman numerals? On that, church in Paris. Around this outside inscription with numerals X1V and XXV11 at the top. Okay, so X1V, XXV2. Is that? Where was that? Oh. Gotta be these. Outside the inscriptions, numerals X1V, XX will be 2 at the top. X1V. Oh, the wrong way. Doesn't matter now. X1V.
I heard the sounds of the lock moving.
It is
I thought that or
those.
the wall was going to come down on my head.
Okay, X1V. XXV2. XX2. Along the top. Alright. The top. V1 and LXXXI to the left. So V1 to left. Left? Where? I'll just have to get them up here. V1 and L. What? Oh, LX. Okay. Huh? V1. Just V1. Okay, good. LXXI. Screw this. 3 and 1. Okay. Three of them along the block. XV. X2. V. Oh my gosh, come on.
Oh, yes! Bonus points for that, I hope. I knew the old Stobart fingerwork wouldn't let me down.
It opened. Oh man, my heart's racing. What? Chess piece.
Before I left, though, there was one last thing to
Whoa,
do.
I didn't edit that. What happened there?
You won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children. You'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
Weird cutting there. Must be the remastered.
George, welcome back.
Come in, Josh. It's good to see you again.
Is it?
Sensitive.
Sure. What did you find in Spain?
Without Andre, we wouldn't have got this far, Josh.
Yeah, I know. The clues led to an underground chamber at the bottom of a well. The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board, and a Templar knight on a horse.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
No, nothing.
Maybe we should tell Andre what else you found, Josh.
There's a map and a Latin inscription to the west at the edge of the world.
Georges found that in a cave in Syria.
Yeah, where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we've got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314.
From the window of the church in Montfaucon Square, one of the few places where nobody tried to kill me.
Then we have the image of a church that Georges found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, Georges.
And finally we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
It was only my cat-like reflexes that saved me from certain death.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough, boys. Can we get back to saving the world?
Of course. My apologies.
He started it.
Well, the Latin phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure? The map didn't look much like Britain.
Did.
How come Caesar described Britain as being at the edge of the world?
To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place inhabited by blue-painted savages.
It hasn't changed much.
They've stopped painting themselves blue.
Except when they go to a football match.
They used an extract from a plant called woad, Icetis tinctoria. The Scots were using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Fairly recently? I don't recall the
What
Scots
has
being
this
at war
got to
the
do with
English.
anything?
How recently are you talking about?
I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as...
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
Andre, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland. The Battle of Bannockburn.
That would explain the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn is. Right, Andre? As in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped by a shock force of, well, can't you guess?
Knights Templar?
Yes, a group of outlawed Templars. They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn
Scotland, we're
in
going
a
to Scotland.
church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
I can't go.
Andre, you've been loads of help, but
What Georges is trying to say is that you shouldn't feel guilty.
I was?
We understand you've got commitments. Oh, listen, we have to hurry. Let's go, Georges.
We'll see it through. Oh, and, don't worry about us.
Weird dialogue. Whoa, we're on a train. It. Into the Church of St. Ninians. City of Stirling. Bannockburn. Yep. Okay. Now we're on a train getting there then. Okay.
Pardon me?
That's Khan.
She must be deaf.
Yes, my dear.
That's Khan.
Do you know what time we're due in Stirling?
6:15, but we're running 8 minutes late.
See the scar.
Do you know Stirling well?
Yes, I do. Is that where you two lovebirds about?
Yeah, we...
It's one of the places we thought we'd stay on our holiday.
Be sure to visit the castle, won't you?
Oh, I'm sure it's a neat place. But we are not really interested in history, are we, Georges?
no. there a church called St. Ninian's at Stirling?
Yes, there is. And I know why you're going there.
You do?
Of course I do. It's obvious you're in love. You're eloping, and they say romance is dead.
What's the book you're reading?
Oh, it's something I picked up at the station. A medieval detective story. Quite well written for that kind of thing. It's been out of print for years.
What's the title of the book?
The Crooked Crusader Caper by Molly Pegram. I assumed the author was a woman, but apparently not. His real name is...
Professor Nigel Pegram.
That's right. Do you know him?
No, I never met him.
George is a great fan of these, though.
Would you believe that this clown's nose led us to being on this train tonight?
I would indeed.
No, honestly, You would?
Certainly. You have an honest face.
Yep.
It's creepy.
That's a nose with a history, all right.
So you said.
You know
Does the
this
name
guy.
Merlin mean anything to you?
Merlin, a master of illusions. Oh, you said Merlin? Then no, nothing.
Take my hand,
Do you know
Khan.
what this is?
Yes, I do. A young friend of mine shook my hand with one just the other day.
Yeah? Well, that's outrageous. He
Shut
should
up.
be shot.
Perhaps. Still, his intentions were good.
I'm sorry that you've been zapped by one of these things.
You shouldn't be.
Well, definitely Khan. Get out of here.
Where are you going, George?
Do I need to spell it out?
Don't snap at me. If you're going to take a leak, why don't you say so?
Okay, I'm going to take a leak. L-E-A-K.
Tickets, please.
Oh, hi.
That's a standard full-price peak return. Don't you have a senior citizen's rail card?
I rarely travel by train. My ticket is perfectly valid, is it not?
Well, yeah, but you could have saved up to a third of the cost.
I do not need to indulge
Do
in
not
public
know
thriftiness.
age. Friendship.
Blimey, you're a funny old bird and no mistake. Tickets, please, sir.
Here.
Off to Stirling, eh?
Yes, we are.
Well, I hope you won't be disappointed. It's a miserable place this time of year. Still, there's plenty of pubs and a lovely view from the castle.
Thank you.
I don't want to worry you, but there was something familiar about that guy.
Are you
Inspector?
sure? You're tired. Perhaps you're mistaken.
Maybe. But I didn't like the look in his eyes when he spoke to you.
What's going on?
Can't you sit still, George?
Get out here.
I need to go to the John.
While you're there, check out the buffet car, George. Unthinkable though it is, I am hungry enough to eat English food.
Okay.
Well, let me go then. Goodness. Oh my. What have we got here?
I didn't want to wake him. To be frank, without a cold water hose, I didn't think I could wake him.
It's drinking.
Hi, having a party?
No, this is British. Come on,
This-
join us,
it's
man.
got a Newcastle
Wait,
t-shirt on.
Russia, wake up, man. It's company.
His breath was
Real
like the
Geordie.
outlet of a chemical factory.
Excuse my mate, he's taking a nap. Sleeping like a bobby. I'll wake him up when we get to Newcastle.
We passed
Castle.
through Newcastle half an hour ago.
And I never noticed.
What is that stuff you're
Nuki
drinking?
Brown.
It smells like gasoline.
Right, I'll put tears in your chest, like.
And your eyeballs too, by the looks of you. Would you like a red nose?
Oh, thanks, pal. I got one of my own.
Have you ever seen this man before?
Aye, man. He's chalky white and I claim my 10 quid, like.
No, he He's an international assassin, and he goes by the name Khan.
Well, man, but I was close, you know.
Do you know what this is?
No, man, what is it?
It's a hand buzzer.
You won't catch me out with that, pal.
If I'd wanted to catch you out, I wouldn't have shown it to you, would I?
Well, maybe she's my pal. Like a clever double bluff, you know.
Yeah,
See you later.
Dialogue nightmare.
The windows seem to have been sprayed with tiny flecks of froth.
Nice.
You haven't opened that window, pal.
Why not?
It's freezing out there.
Okay. This one then. I'll open this. Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
what?
That gangster creep from the hotel, Guido. Well, he didn't scare me.
They're all
Hey,
on this
Buster,
train
this is a
going to
no-smoking
Scotland.
car. Okay, maybe he did scare me. It got worse. I suddenly realized who the conductor had reminded me of. Echo, Marquet's burglar.
Right. First class.
The door was locked. The door was locked. I really didn't want to shoot the breeze with this guy.
What do we do?
Guido looked like a weasel in a cheap suit. He also looked like the kind of man who was much sleep or murder.
Sound has just gone weird here. I hope you guys can hear this. I can barely hear it over the sound of the train. Why can't we get in there? Nothing here for us. How do we get through that door, that window?
Hey, buddy. Listen, I need your help.
What's the matter?
There's a guy on this train who's trying to kill me.
Relax, man. You wouldn't try nothing with us in Basharia. We are veterans like. Slow action at Brightlingsea.
I don't recall the British Army being involved in a conflict in anywhere called Brightlingsea.
Well, you just take it from me, pal. You're in safe hands.
And we'll go get him.
See you later. I should have known better than
I was
to
gonna
leave
say,
Nico
he's
and the
not.
old lady alone.
What's happening?
Suddenly, the sword of Baphomet took second place to finding the girl I loved.
Didn't really show her that too well, Georgie. Come on, boys.
Hey, buddy. Did you see what happened to the young woman in the next compartment?
No, pal, I didn't. Have you lost her, like?
She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble.
Oh, yeah, man. An old lady, too.
Yeah. You gotta help me.
Maybe they went to the toilet, like.
I don't think so.
They never go on their own. Always in pairs, you know.
No, she's been abducted. I'm sure. I've got to go look for her.
What's stopping you, pal?
The conductor. He's not what he seems.
You want to avoid him, like?
That's about it, yeah.
No problem.
Let's get out of the
See you
tunnel.
later.
Nice.
Give it to it, pal. Don't jump.
I don't intend to jump. I'm going to climb on top of the train.
You're kidding, aren't you?
George.
Just watch me.
Hold on there, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
Drunk. But hanging out. Wow. Which way are we going? What is happening? This is awesome. Whoa. What's happening? It's this Hashashin. These are Templar dudes. shot him.
I'd always wanted to stop the train, and now was my chance. You saved our lives, but why?
We were always on the same side, Stobart. Different causes, but a common enemy.
The Knights Templar?
Don't call them that. The real Templars were a noble foe. These barbarians have no right to that name. These men are no better than dogs.
What are the Neo-Templars after? What is the Sword of Baphomet?
Not what you think, my friend. It is a weapon, yes, but one which our enemies will find difficult to wield. A double-edged sword. A power older than Dimolay, older than Solomon.
We'll stop them. You and me together, and Nico.
No, George. My journey ends soon at the Garden of Paradise.
You're talking in riddles. Can't you tell me straight what they're after?
The sword symbolizes a colossal energy caused by the alignment of the Earth's natural power fields.
Which are focused at St. Ninian's.
The energy endowed the Templars with the power which made them great. A power which made them charismatic to such an extent they could control the will of all around them.
Wow.
How did you escape from the Bull's Head?
It is a long walk from the cliff of the Bull to the village, Stobart. Fortunately, I know the ways of the wilderness.
That is not a good idea. That is not a good idea.
May Allah guide you to our enemies.
Thanks.
One last thing.
What? What is it? He's dead.
Oh, what's the last thing? I knew he had to stop these frauds. Now he's dead. It's up to us, Nico and me. Alright, what we gotta do?
Don't worry. I hadn't forgotten about you.
Answer me this instant, George Stobart.
I will. When I'm ready.
That's not fair, George.
No.
You took advantage while my hands were tied.
When Eklund pointed that gun at me, I thought I was gonna die. I thought of all the things I'd never get to do. And kissing you was at the top of my list.
George,
Uh-huh.
George, we've got to get off the train. Eklund could recover at any time.
So what are we waiting for?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm out of here.
Not that door. Do you want to end up like Flap?
Not especially. What remains of him is well on his way back to London. I hope he was traveling on a return ticket.
So we're in Scotland. St. Ninian's as a square tower.
I'd feel happier if we had a gun or something.
Khan gave me something.
What?
His handbag.
Oh, great. If we run into any killers, we can give them a good buffeting. Didn't he have any weapons?
You don't know the half of it. This bag's full of C4.
Wow. Why didn't you say so? Boy, we'll show them now. What's C4?
Plastic, George.
We're going to shop our way to victory?
2 kilos of plastic explosive. The detonator's broken now.
No problem. We'll buy a box of matches somewhere.
It doesn't work that way. It takes a small explosion to start the big explosion.
Well, that's not much use then.
Gotta
What
figure
does
that
that
out.
sign say?
Apparently during the English Civil War in the mid-17th century, this place was used as an arms dump.
Yeah? What happened?
Look at the state of this place, George. You work it out.
Oh, stray spark?
You got it. The tower was the only thing to survive the blast.
I hope the explosion didn't destroy the Sword of Baphomet.
Do you? I rather hope it did.
Right. Ledged sword. Alright, let's go. Well, what have we got in here? What on earth? Pile of rubble.
I scrabbled around in the rubble and found an old clay pipe with a broken stem.
What?
The pipe could have been anything from 50 to several hundred years old.
Else?
Under one of the stones, I found a metal coin which was green with age.
Okay.
It was caked with soil, but what I'd found was a small cog and spindle.
There's just loads of things in here. What? Any more?
With mounting excitement, I felt something between my fingers. It was short, hard, and black. Something I hadn't expected to find here. It was a plastic pen top.
There's some more in there?
I didn't find anything.
Oh my. What did we get? Tons of stuff.
The cog was one of those objects I wished I hadn't carried in my pocket.
Coin. Pipe.
It was an old coin.
What's this? Mechanism.
The handle turned easily and the larger wheel began to revolve. Damn! Then the handle came off in my hand.
Whoa.
No. No.
Okay.
The cog wouldn't fit that hole. The cog slipped neatly into the eye socket.
What?
No.
Oh, handle.
I pushed the handle into the demon's mouth.
What is happening?
The clay pipe wasn't meant to fit in that hole. It was no good. The demon wasn't inhaling.
So we don't have anything else. Coin?
No.
Or we just tried that.
No way.
Okay.
Now that the handle was gone, it was easy to remove the cog and spindle.
What is this? This is cool.
With a rasp of metal on stone, I eased the second eye into place. The cogs all meshed. It began to turn.
Not a word, Nico, huh?
As soon as I saw the flickering torches, I realized the bogus Templars had beaten us to the sword. But where were they now? And why was it so quiet?
Man, I feel like we're almost there.
No, Georges!
What?
Leave the torch right where it is. In case you haven't noticed, the crypt is full of gunpowder.
So what? Don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust.
No? You think I'm a jerk, don't you?
Don't be silly, Georges. And keep your voice down. I thought I heard something. Like chanting. Listen, I can definitely hear chanting.
You're right. I hear it too. What do you suppose they're doing?
It wouldn't surprise me if they were holding some kind of satanic sex ritual.
So, what are we waiting for? Will you look at that?
Wow.
Baphomet. Labino was right. This place was ancient even to the Templars.
This whole place? This is Baphomet?
Finally, the truth. The Templars had never worshipped this graven image, no more than they'd worship a rainbow. But, like a rainbow, they regarded it as a symbol of a covenant with God, who'd revealed this place to them.
Rosso! Why, the double-dealing treacherous?
On the contrary, Inspector Rosso has been the model of obedience, an important quality in a true Templar. Now be quiet and watch, if you wish to live much longer.
Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here to witness the reforging of the sword that was broken. Here before God's sentinel, Baphomet. Grand Master and Knight of Baphomet, we salute and pledge our obedience to you.
I salute you, gatekeeper of the temple. 7 centuries ago, our greatest weapon, the sword of Baphomet, was lost to us. Now we prepare to reforge it, to wield against new enemies. We shall lead the people to a new order, wherein all borders will dissolve. All will be united under the red cross of the Templars. George, we have watched your efforts to stop us with respect. But surely you realize that you have been misled by our enemies. Both of us want a better world. Fortunately, no harm has been done. We need determined, resourceful men like you. Join us, George. Join us in true brotherhood.
Yeah. True. Wait. Brothers? What about Marquet? What about Pegram and Klausner? You didn't look on them as brothers, only as failures. 3 men dead, and you don't give a damn.
George, you know that sacrifices are necessary. Every great undertaking.
Join you. I'll see you in hell first.
Ah, George, I had great hopes for you. C'est la guerre. Eklund, kill him.
Oh. Eklund's third. Rosso.
I swear, I just wanted things to be right.
Take them. Kill them.
What happening?
They will not escape.
Now it's shown its age.
Well,
Run away.
well. If it isn't the great detective and his beautiful assistant, it's going to be a pleasure killing the pair of you.
George, what are we going to do?
Your handbag.
Come on, George.
What do you suggest?
But this place is full of explosives.
Come on, Nico. We're leaving.
You fools! You cannot escape us. Guido! Stop them.
But master, the powder!
That powder is from the English Civil War. You fool. It's over 300 years old. How
I'm gobsmacked by this.
think it can be?
I thought it was all over, but Nico had one last trick up her sleeve. Or in her handbag, to be exact. A handbag full of plastic explosives.
Maybe, but this stuff is brand new.
Someone's going to notice that in Scotland. Is that it? Wow.
We didn't stay long in Scotland. George had a vacation to finish, and I had another story to write. Not the real story, of course, but enough half-truths to fill a page and pay my rent for the month. George and I hung out together in Paris. I showed him my favorite restaurants, and he told me his best jokes.
You know, Nico, this city holds so many memories for me now. The cafes, the music.
The sewers.
Tell me about it. The clowns.
The jugglers.
And your pal Labano.
They look different in every single cutscene.
When we first met, and I was doing my detective stuff, you kind of disappeared a lot, Nico. Were you and Labano,
There was something happening, but nothing to do with Andre.
Uh-huh.
It was something from the past that I had to deal with, on my own. So, I dealt with it, and now it's over.
Hey, did I ever tell you the one about the old Irish couple in the lottery?
No, but I think you're going to.
Okay, there's this old Irish couple. They've been married forever, like 50 years, and they win the lottery.
Wow. What a game. What a game. Forgotten. I remember I played this thing back in the day. First came out, I think. I've forgotten almost every single, except for Nico and George. So, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. The first playlist on the channel, so there's going to be plenty more other stuff to come. I'm already looking at 3 or 4 new games, and they're going to range around from old to new, remastered, just stuff I like. So if you love seeing things like this, please consider subscribing. If you like what I just produced, please give me a like and a comment. That would be awesome. And hopefully we'll see you on the next playlist. Stay tuned. Thanks. Bye.